So I went from homeless to six figures in like a month and a half, 45 days in College Station. God gonna put that belt on your ass until you start following that word. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
I had to learn the hard way my entire 10 years of getting this money. You don't gotta learn like I learned.
What got you on the credit? Like, what got you on like, okay, this the money play?
So I was doing that and doing tattoos, but like I said, you can't mix the streets and business. So obviously, nigga doing what I'm doing in the streets at nighttime and working during the daytime. So me doing tattoos and being accessible, that got set up one time. Financial history is stronger than credit history.
Okay.
That's what I be telling people. Just like you got auto history, you got mortgage history, you got financial history.
So you don't feel like people can change and become the person?
I feel like you can, but you gotta really want it. Like you can like something, but unless you love it, you're not gonna keep doing it. Being the 1%, you gotta see 99% of what's ass, and see why they ass. And certain shit should give you the it. And I made and blew $250,000 in 2 months in Houston, Texas in 2022. 2 months, 60 days, $250,000 spent from six figures to $0.
So how did like?
It was bad.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of the All In Podcast. Today I have a very, very special guest. If you're looking to get your credit fixed, get funding, or learn how to grow your social media accounts fast and get the bag, this is the episode for you. I got my guy Q on this thing. What's up, gang?
What's up with it?
What's up, gang? So, like I was saying, you know, you the credit guru, you know, the funding guru. I mean, before all that, before all the money, before all, you know, the mentees, all of that, like, how did you even break through into entrepreneurship?
I was in the streets for real, and
Okay.
I was one of the ones that comprehended that this is temporary.
Okay.
You feel me? My end goal once I learned about money is to get a few $1 million to be able to change my generational curse.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's obviously gonna take some work, and what I'm seeing growing up is not what's working. You feel me? So I'm seeing people in the streets. I'm seeing people do this and go to school and college and 9 to 5s, and y'all still living the same cycle we've been living 30 years ago.
For sure.
So should I always researched it. You know what I'm saying? For years, I just started putting it into action about 4 years ago. You feel me? But yeah.
That's solid. So, like, when you was on your journey, like in the streets, like, what made you say, "Oh, nah, this ain't no longevity in this"? Like, what made you say that?
Shit, I had got shot and lost everything. And I was like, yeah, this ain't it. I was a tattoo artist, and I was dibbling dabbling in the little, you know what I'm saying, the little,
For sure.
that type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Get money. Then when I got shot, I couldn't do what I was doing to get money. So all that shit slowed down. You know what I'm saying? You get shot, go straight to jail. Be in there for some time, get out, flat broke, homeless and shit like that 4 years straight. So that's when I realized, like, it ain't gonna last. My mom been telling me and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's verses in the Bible that tell you, you know what I'm saying, money done by evil is gonna be gone by tomorrow. So I had to learn the hard way shit.
Nah, definitely. So, like, did you ever get a job, or was it just straight hustle?
Nah, I never had a 9 to 5. I dropped out of school in 11th grade, homeless in 17, you know what I'm saying? So the little systems that everybody got in place in their mind, you don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no guidance, no father, no mentee, no mentor, nobody teaching me shit. All this shit organic out the mud.
So this shit school of hard knocks.
Yeah. I used to be in the streets all day, all night, and then during that small time when the sun first coming up, that's when I'm researching shit.
Okay.
So I take what I take, you know what I'm saying, just be researching for hours at a time, 6, 7 hours at a time, not sleeping. And then boom, I'm back in the field getting money. You know what I'm saying? So I've been retaining this information for way longer than I even started doing it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm young, I'm 15, 16 learning this shit at the time. So obviously I can't do nothing with credit. I can't do nothing with the business, the legal side and shit like that. So I always knew this shit was coming.
Nah, for sure. So I know you said you was homeless. How do you go, like, how you keep your mind right when you homeless and you still trying to build something? Like, how did you keep your mind there?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, drugs, shit.
Yeah.
But do them and like make it work.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I went from perks to ecstasy and shit like that because I learned I need to be up. You know what I'm saying? When you depressed and shit like that and you first get out there, you want to just pass time. So you do downers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, millionaires and billionaires be doing cocaine. There gotta be a reason they're doing it. So let me just see what the hype is about on the upper side.
Yeah.
Start doing that shit, and I was like, I'm not gonna waste it. I know this shit is tearing my body down, health as well. Let me hurry up. You know what I'm saying? So I went from homeless to six figures in like a month and a half, 45 days in College Station. Like I was hood rich from 15 to about 19. I got rich in 2022. You feel me? Had just got out of jail, had to stay in the crack house. I was in the crack house for like 2 months.
Okay.
In there living with people that do dope and shit like that. I'm not doing dope. They doing that shit. They all like hanging and shit, doing the little shit they be doing. I had found a blank wall in one of the bathrooms, and I was like, shit, I'm about to just get on TikTok and just stand in front of this hoe. So I started standing in front of that bitch. My shit started blowing up. I had a bitch text me and was like, oh, blah, 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 what you got going on? Like, shit, I'm usually rich, but I'm going through some little hard time right now. She's like, okay, cool. This motherfucker drove from College Station, Texas, all the way to Orlando. I drove back. 45 days later, I'm popping my shit.
That's crazy.
Stayed down. I was sleeping one time a week. Eating once a day, sleeping one time a week.
No, that's a crazy story, bro. What lessons did you learn in that you take and use right now?
Follow that word. That's my biggest advice to anybody. Just follow that word.
Yeah.
It like God gonna put that belt on your ass until you start following that word. You know what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
I had to learn the hard way. My entire 10 years of getting this money. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't gotta learn like I learned.
Yeah.
I went through the worst shit possible. You feel me? So
for sure.
just follow that word. The sooner you follow it, the sooner you'll get what you actually want a lot faster than what you think you got to do to get it.
Absolutely. And I'm a big advocate of that because the Bible is a cheat code to success, to joy, to peace, right? So I feel like a lot of people like, okay, how do I, be successful? How do I be healthy? How do I have peace? Go look at the Bible. Like one of my pastors said this one time, like, if you about to take a trip from Texas to California by foot and you don't know where to go, but there's a map that'll tell you all the times where like where to go. Like it's your GPS and it's telling you, okay, don't go here, don't go there, do go here. And would you take that map and use it, or would you just be like, forget that map?
Yeah.
A lot of people would use the map, but God gave us a map in the Bible to tell us exactly where to go, how to operate, and we just crumble it up and throw it to the wayside like it's not nothing. So one thing for me and my success, Luke 6:38, give and it shall be given unto you. That's a big thing in terms of when God knows you could be a conduit of his blessings, meaning he can work through you and not a cul-de-sac, meaning he give it to you and it just stays in your realm, he's going to bless you more. So that's been one of my keys to success is just like give. Like God needs to know he can use you for his kingdom agenda so you can push it. But a lot of people, again, just don't be on that. So I'm glad, that's something that, that helped your success and like showing the pod. Like I don't just be talking. Like that's the cheat code.
Yeah, I ain't missed a day of prayer in almost 2 years. I'm about to make 2 years in February.
That's solid.
You feel me? That's when I got back on my feet all the way. But I'm gonna clip a video when I post this shit.
Yeah.
I said the same thing 2 days ago.
For real?
About the Bible being the map and how people would look at them. I'm talking about verbatim the whole thing.
That's
the
crazy.
whole none. I just said that. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting right here in this chair.
Nah, that's crazy. Hey, game no game.
Nah, for real.
So
I respect it.
Nah, for sure. So started off hood rich. What would if somebody's trying to go hood rich to legit? Give them the playbook.
All right, so put all your street money into the credit side.
Okay.
You feel me? Get them secured cards and the secure loans. Run little credit card plays. Pay them off before the statement date. Get payment processors to liquidate your credit cards. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of shit to do, but just put all your street money into the credit.
Okay. And then with the credit, once they put it in the credit, like what do you recommend, like type of plays they do with the credit?
Get funded and leverage it until you reach $500,000 and then start touching it.
Okay.
So treat it like an index fund, but you're the manager and you can control how much it grows. You feel me? So like I said, turn that dope money into secured money. Secured money is gonna open you up credit lines and stuff like that. Once you pay those off, you got paid off installment loans and stuff like that on your credit.
Okay.
So once those is paid off and you got secured credit cards, you run my little credit card play, you can qualify for unsecured funding. Once you get that unsecured funding, you rinse and repeat the process. So how I be telling people to get big amounts of funding is by increasing their income on paper. You know what I'm saying? So say you work at like Walmart or something, you're getting paid $3,000 a month. I don't know how much I get paid, but you're getting paid $3,000 a month. Your rent $1,500, you saving $1,500. I would say go put $1,000 on in a savings account, get a secured loan for it, player's loan, and put $500 on a credit card. You know what I'm saying? You get that secure loan, sit on it for about 6 weeks, pay the whole secure loan back. You'll have a secure loan paid off on your credit. With the credit card, you use the payment processor, connect to a different bank, spend the entire balance on the credit card on the payment processor. That money go to your bank account, you take the money out, you pay the card back. You know what I'm saying? You do that for 3 months. That's gonna show that you use this money and you overly need it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not enough. that's what makes banks and lenders give you more money. You know what I'm saying? They make money off interest. So if they give you $1,000 and they give me $100,000 and our interest rates is 17% apiece, they're only making $170 off you. They make a $1,700 off me. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
So they want to give you more money. They just got to know that you about to pay it back, and they about to get their money back.
Got you. So you just want to show pretty much payment history.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Financial history is stronger than credit history.
Okay.
That's what I be telling people. Just like you got auto history, you got mortgage history, you got financial history. You know what I'm saying? Credit score don't really do shit. It's about your credit report, what's on your credit.
Okay.
You can have a bunch of primaries and trade lines and have a 780 credit score and still only getting approved for 5,000.
So break that down to me. So you're saying pretty much like your credit score don't matter. It's more so what's on your credit?
Your credit report. That's why it's a credit check. You can do a soft pull and see your score. That's what a soft pull is. A soft pull just is going to see your score. It's not showing your accounts. It's not showing your payment history. It's not showing how many closed accounts you got, how many inquiries you got. That's what a hard pull is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a hard pull is when they're checking your actual credit report. Like when you go apply for an auto loan, let me see how many cards you got paid off. Let me see if you had any open card account. Let me see if you got repos. If you're applying for an FHA loan, let me see if you have any housing history. Let me see what your rental history look like. That's when you go into secondary credit bureaus and shit like that.
Shit, you got that shit like the back of your hand, bro.
Overly. No notebook, you know what I'm saying? I've been researching this shit for a long time.
Nah, for sure. So I know we was talking about pretty much like if you had to get somebody to go hood rich to legit, what you would give them. What about the mindset though? Like, because I feel like a lot of people want to have stuff but don't want to become the person.
They don't.
So like this, not even hood rich, not even that. How did you become different? Because obviously you had to change how you think, how you view the world. How do you become different?
So,
or how did you?
I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like the ideal, like the hood superstar type of niggas. Like the whole hood know you and all the little bad bitches and shit like that. So everybody looked up to me. So I thought I could bring everybody with me because I seen my vision. You know what I'm saying? God only gonna give certain dreams and ambitions to certain people.
Yeah.
So with me trying to put my ambitions on everybody and being rejected by all of their thought processes, that's what made me realize like my mindset is different. So what I got is right. What I got going on is right because it's making everybody else uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to somebody that work at McDonald's, and I did this, you know what I'm saying? When I first got rich, I tried to make everybody rich. So I'll meet a stranger at a car wash. One time I met a dude at a car wash washing my S550. I asked him, I was like, you know you can just get your credit right and like get up out of here, right? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, how long you been working here? Nigga said 14 years.
Yeah.
And he outside cleaning some shit off the inside of my dough. You know what I'm saying? I had spilled some shit on the inside of my dough. He cleaned it, gave him $100 tip and shit like that. And I'm like, you don't want to leave? Like, you just want to do this shit forever? And his response made me actually realize, like, yeah, it's just not in some people. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like you either got it or you don't. You can try to watch as many mindset videos and learn how to do this and hear this, that, and the third. But until you really do it, you're not going to ever get what you want.
Yeah. So you don't feel like people can change and become the person?
I feel like you can, but you got to really want it.
Yeah, facts.
Like you can like something. You know what I'm saying? Like I played football for a majority of my life. I boxed for like 5 years. But unless you love it, you're not going to keep doing it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not loving the process of changing, like it's in a lot of people that don't know it's all the way in them, but you know what I'm saying? There's certain signs and shit like that. Like if you're around a bunch of people and y'all doing shit and you feel like your soul feel like you should not be doing it or you should be doing something else. Or if you're working at this job and you feel like I don't see myself like this when I'm 60 years old. Some people just see themselves like that forever.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in jail and shit, I met a lot of homeless people. I met a lot of dope boys, a lot of rich niggas. And everybody's perspective is always different. Like, there's homeless people that don't see a future for themselves, don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So unless you see it for yourself, you can't even begin to develop the mindset to actually obtain it because you don't even see it. You're not even trying. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want it. And I learned that a lot talking to my family and shit, trying to tell them, like, when I first got rich, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling people I'm pulling up and whatever, popping it, you know what I'm saying? Here go blase blah. Now this is what y'all got to do to also be doing what I'm doing, and nobody's trying to jump. So it's like shit. It's just in you or it's not. You know, so I get millions of views, only thousands of people give a damn to interact, and only hundreds of people even hit me up to actually learn the shit and actually get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's why it's called the 1%.
No, I definitely did. In your process, like trying to put people on, is like you fall off with a lot of people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got one homeboy and one girl. So I don't talk to none of my family. You know what I'm saying? My mother just started reaching out to me again, but I cut everybody off for a long time.
Was it because like you had to just like reset, or what was that more? Or they just wasn't on your type of vibe, or what was that?
What I be telling people is when you on your journey, no one's gonna understand your journey. So because they don't understand, they really holding you back for real.
Yeah.
Because they don't see it for you, so they don't care about your time. Like when I get with a girl, the first thing I see that change in a woman when I'm with a woman is how often they answer the phone for their homegirls. Because when a girl call your girl and shit, when they answer the phone, all you hear is toxic shit. That's the only time they call each other. I got to tell you about what my boyfriend did and less than the third. So when I be hearing that shit, I be like, you not going through that. So why you don't need to indulge in that type of energy, because that's what's gonna happen to your life. You know what I'm saying? When the women listen to their friends all the time and they going through what they going through, and you always hanging around single women, you end up being single along with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't do dope and shit like that, you be around niggas that do dope long enough, you gonna start doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gang banging, street fighting, all that shit. That's not me, but I was indulging in that shit because that's what I was around.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So I decided, like I said, when I left Florida, I decided to leave the whole old life alone. Like, no more street nigga, no more doing nothing. You feel me? Just full blown. And I had to do that move because it's like I got to be by myself. Like I said, I was home for 4 years, but in that 4 years, I had time to be by myself and really think on who I want to be. And that's when God can really talk to you. That's why the Bible say go to that quiet place.
For sure.
Yeah.
So when you started, well, you're from Cleveland, Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you left at 17?
I left Cleveland at 13. I left Florida at 19.
Okay. So you was by yourself, like no parents in Florida type shit?
Nah, left the crib, 17.
Sheesh.
I really left at 16. I was back and forth, but I was paying for hotels so I could do tattoos. Like my mama and them didn't support me doing tattoos. I was making $4,000-$5,000 a month doing tattoos at the age of 15, 16. So in my brain, that's what made me drop out of school.
Okay.
Because I used to ask my mother financial questions like how much is the car note, what's the rent? You know what I'm saying? So when she's telling me all this stuff, I'm like, okay, so basically it costs on average on how my mama was living is about $2,300 a month to live. You know what I'm saying? She got 3 kids. So I'm like, okay, cool, boom. Once I'm making $4,000-$5,000 a month, I'm like, oh yeah, so I'm good now. Now I can do at least what you do at worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me take off with my business. You know what I'm saying? My business is making me this much money. I don't gotta work at McDonald's and shit like that, and I'm good at what I do. So I might as well take off with this. So with them not supporting that, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and thug in a hotel. So I was staying in a hotel at the age of 16 doing tattoos and shit. Motherfuckers pulling to a hotel, still making my paper and shit like that. And me being in the streets and also trying to do legal work, that's when I learned, okay, you can't dibble dabble. You gotta pick one.
For sure. So then when you was, doing the tattoos and stuff, being a tattoo artist, what got you on the credit? Like what got you on like, okay, this the money play?
Well, I was doing fraud and shit before that. You know what I'm saying? I was in Florida shit. So I was doing that and doing tattoos. But like I said, you can't mix the streets and business. So obviously nigga doing what I'm doing in the streets at nighttime and working during the daytime. So me doing tattoos and being accessible had got set up one time.
Okay.
So after that day, I was like, yeah, I can't afford, because the streets is making me more money than the legal shit right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose the streets and leave the legal shit alone that way. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's what made me be like, okay, cool. And then just knowing the word already, I ain't really start listening until early this year. You feel me? But like I said, money brought in by sin will be gone by tomorrow. So I'm always buying and losing shit. I had 13 cars and 5 houses. You know what I'm saying? Within the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, damn, it's just it's fluctuating. But when God bless you, it's there forever.
Nah, for sure. So I know you say you got set up. Like, what happened in that scenario? Like,
so I'm at a hotel with my brother and shit like that. We had just did whatever we did last night.
For sure.
So we still like hazy and shit off the wake up. And some people booked a hotel appointment or whatever. You feel me? But we had 2 Glocks or whatever, like the little peanut butter John, the little 19.
Yeah.
So that's what they came there for. So they came in there, act like they was doing this, and then we all got to tussling and shit. They end up only stealing my tattoo equipment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we was in there boxing pretty hard.
For sure. So that was that one of the points where you're like, damn, like I can't keep doing this? Or that
Yeah, because I was famous. Like I said, I've been doing the social media shit forever. So me making that much money doing tattoos is only because I was famous. Like I was known in the entire Central Florida. So everybody knew to come to me to get tatted.
Got you.
Every hood in West Orlando, East Orlando, Kissimmee, Davenport, Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming down here. And I'm driving to Jacksonville and Miami, still working. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing my little shit.
Nah, for sure. So after that, what made you move to like Texas? Because it seemed like you went to Ohio, Florida, and Texas.
Yeah,
What made you come to?
really legal shit. Can't say too much, but
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying. I couldn't leave that shit alone. Like I said, I was known as fuck throughout the whole
Yeah.
little shindig. So everywhere I went, people know me. So another thing I'll be telling a lot of my mentees is when you really want to change, you really got to get away from the people that's not willing to change with you. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people will still throw that same old skin on you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So say we all thugging, right? And then bro come out of nowhere one day and he like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go get this job. Nigga, like, I'm about to just go legit. The whole hood gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck? You a
Yeah.
dweeb, you know what I'm saying? You weird and bit, you lame.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people not strong enough to bypass that. So they'll fold and they'll be living other people's dreams. And that's how people be dying and shit. You be like, damn, I never thought they'll die like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you live somebody else's dream when you don't really find your own purpose. Because God gonna bless you and take care of you. People used to live till 150 years old back in the day. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
definitely.
It was less influence back in the day. We didn't have technology and shit where I can know what somebody doing in China. Like we only know our village and what's going on right here
Yeah.
and our main opposition. So nowadays we got multiple influences. So way more people are influenced than they was back in the day.
That's
So
a
a
great
lot more
point.
people are dying way younger than they're supposed to.
And we got medicine, all this stuff now. We dying way early. That's a
Way
great
early.
point.
I don't believe in medicine. I barely get
Yeah.
sick. I probably get sick once a year.
What? Oh, so you like holistic or something? Or
No, I'm just so by the book. Like
yeah.
I said, growing up in jail, it really did the best for me. Like I said, not having guidance or nothing. If I didn't grow up in jail, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just being in there and seeing people's life story and I teach credit and shit when I'm in there, run classes and stuff like that. But just hearing people point of view and their perspectives and shit just showed me like, yeah, I cannot be none of that.
Yeah.
Like being the 1%, you gotta see 99% of what's ass, like what you're not trying to be.
Mm,
You know, so just basing everything off other people's failures and then my failures, I just know I can't be like the rest of the people. I can do my best to bring a horse to the water. I can't force him to drink though.
Now that's literally a gem. You said to be like the 1%, you got to understand like the 99% is ass.
You
Like
gotta understand
that
that.
is a gem right there.
And see why they ass and certain shit should give you the it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to bar hop and let's go to this little hole. Like, nah, we about to go drink. I want some champagne in a restaurant that's playing some jazz music with the white people and shit like that. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be. We listen to the same shit. We listen to this shit in the car. We don't listen to jazz music and shit in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't listen to slow pace. We don't listen to rich people shit in the car. We always listen to Boston Rich and them. So I ain't trying to go to a building where we got to pay to go in there and then listen to the same shit we are listening to.
For sure.
You know
While
what
we
I'm
on
saying?
that topic, what does the how to be so like what does a 99% do that you should avoid to be like the 1%?
Don't follow through with nothing.
Okay.
Everybody got thoughts, dreams, and ideas. And I tell all my mentees, write down every idea you got. Because the
Yeah.
idea is from God always. A
Yeah.
doubt is from the devil. Any negative thought is from the devil. Any positive thought is from God. So remember all your positive thoughts and dwell on those more than the negatives. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Every idea you get, write it down. And then as you relax from that little thinking rave that everybody go on every now and then, that's when they get motivated and oh yeah, I'm gonna set my alarm and go to the gym in the morning. They wake up and don't.
Yeah.
During that moment, write everything down and read it every day in some way, shape, or form. And then slowly your brain will want to accomplish that so it can check it off and get it out of your brain. You know what I'm saying? I try to write down every idea with content. Like I said, I've been doing content for so goddamn long. So I always got to come up with something new. You know what I'm saying? I teach credit and finance. I got to always learn something new. So I got to write down every idea, get that idea out of my head so I got room to think about more shit. That's how you get $1 million. That's how you get $1 billion. You
Yeah.
got to empty out your brain. And until you accomplish those certain goals, they'll forever be in your head. That's why people be 40 years old and they still be dreaming about $100,000.
Yeah.
Like I said, growing up and talking to people in the industry I'm in, having to teach, I still to this day get coaching calls from 45-year-old people and they're like, yeah, bro, I'm just trying to get that 30,000. Like my mind said, nigga, 10 million is where I'll be decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to get 10 million in a year. You talking about getting 30,000, like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
For sure.
And you that old. So that's what made me be like, yeah, you late.
For sure.
Your mind is still trapped in the same area it was 30 years ago when you first had this idea because you never got the first idea out the way.
Definitely. And one thing I would like to say, because we both young guys, new kids on the block, quote unquote, is like young people don't understand the opportunity they have now. Versus like when my pops was growing up in the 70s, he didn't have like as much opportunity I have now. Like my dad always tell me, if you're not a millionaire by 30, you failed. And that's kind of crazy, like to tell your son that and my siblings, but he's just keeping it real. Like I ain't had this opportunity you have, and you go play with that.
Yeah.
If you don't touch an M by 30, you failed. And a lot of like social media, be like, oh, he's social media, he this, but like, bro, like we have everything that we want right here. And I think, one thing for me, like growing up, my pops was very influential for me, but he was just like, my dad was always a hustler. Like he did taxes, all that. He was touching M's when I was in high school and shit.
Yeah.
But he was just telling me like, Jay, I'm telling you, man, like take advantage. Like I ain't had it. So I just want everybody that's watching this pod to just know, or just the clips or whatever, like take advantage. In 2025, you have a crazy opportunity. It's only go get crazier, but at the same time, the gap is gonna widen. Like with AI and stuff right now, it's like if you don't get in like this next 5 to 7 years, bro, you should just say adios in my head.
Yeah, you really got to the end of next year. I just dropped a take about that too, about the 3-year bull runs that go on every decade. So the first bull run is always going from horse-drawn carriage to non-horse-drawn carriage. You know what I'm saying? So for that first 3 years, you first start seeing them. So you see them on newspapers and you see them on TV and shit like that. And you're like, damn, they got new shit. Only the elite people can get, you know what I'm saying, cars that drive without the horse. And then that next bull run is, okay, I'm starting to see regular people do it. So I'm starting to see Becky at my job, damn, she got one of the cars that don't need a horse. That third bull run is, let's all learn about this shit. So let's all figure out how we all can have a car that don't need a horse. Let's all figure out how to get that much money. That's why inflation exists, you know what I'm saying? So as we learn, the price of shit just goes up to keep everybody at a different level.
Definitely.
You feel me? So we went on the first bull run when COVID came out. That's the first little segment of, okay, cool, we can make money off the internet. Like, for real.
Yeah.
And then everyone started doing it. So now it's 13-year-olds, 14, 15-year-olds making $30,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? So that next bull run is all on education. So everybody doing podcasts and streaming and teaching people how to use cameras and teaching people how to do this. That's what's always going to take over. And then when you read the book, everything is all about knowledge. It all boils down to knowledge. So if you're knowledgeing people, which is God's purpose, you will never lose. So it don't matter what you're doing, whether you're doing hair, nails, you know what I'm saying? You just teach people about lifestyle and shit like that. You'll always win because that's God's number one purpose is evolution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went from hitting rocks against each other to just turn the stove on and then crank up. We got self-driving cars and shit when they had horses and shit back in the day. So as long as you evolutionizing and helping the community, God always gonna take care of everything else.
Nah, absolutely. That's a huge point. Just like helping, like a lot of people, how I get the bag, how many people you helping, how many people you impacting.
Exactly.
But it's everybody be like, give me the money. I don't want to learn nothing. I don't want to, read that book. I don't want to watch that podcast. Just give me the bread. Like you have to help people. Like money is just like a certificate of value, I like to say. Like it's just like, okay, if I give you 20, I had to add value to somebody to be able to give you that $20.
Exactly.
Like it ain't just come out of nowhere. Like I had to do something to get that bread. So it's like, to your point, like helping people and then knowledge, because that's why even Adam and Eve kind of fell off because they wanted more knowledge. They wanted more. And it's crazy that this kind of like a tangent, but even like how I got like the bitten apple on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like that even go back to biblical days, like in terms of Adam and Eve. So it's crazy just like when people be like the Bible not real, when like everything is just
everything
you can
makes
see
sense.
it.
When you read it, everything makes sense. You'll see exactly why what happened to you as soon as you open that book.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? I read the whole book of Proverbs 4 times, one jail sentence. You know what I'm saying? Read it 4 times. It just made so much sense. I said, okay, I just got to start attacking this slowly. You know what I'm saying? Attacking each major sin slowly. You know what I'm saying? Your anger, your lust, your gluttony, attack each one. And then once you master all of them, you master like devotion to it, that's when everything take off. And that's also why I be telling people prayer without work is dead, because you can't even get what you're trying to get unless you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Nah, for sure. So I know you said like, and I don't mean to put you on the spot or something, but like what's one gem that you took from the Bible that's like, okay, bet, like that kind of stuck. It's a lot of stuff, but what's one thing that like stick with you that you use in business and in your personal life? Like if you had to give me one.
I think the biggest thing is just like, don't let nobody tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bad money don't last forever.
Okay.
Like it's a lot of scriptures and a lot of things I read that maneuver my mentality. But in a world of sin and money being a root to all evil, basically means money has the most ways of sin in it. You know what I'm saying? Lust, you can only sin but so many ways in lust. With gluttony, you can only sin but so many ways in gluttony. You know what I'm saying? With greed and envy and stuff like that. But when it comes to money, everyone will do something wrong for money. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's the smallest thing, not telling the whole truth about something to try to get over on somebody, and just mastering that, because as people of color, the first way to get some money is not going to be right.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So learning that is what's going to help you keep it. I say do what you got to do, and then as you're doing it, know this is not it. Because if you get tunnel vision on that and you feel like this is it, you're going to end where everybody else in.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So God knows everybody's heart, which is why I feel like I've been so blessed. I'm overly blessed. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing it, make it make sense.
No, that makes sense. For sure. Hey, we giving out a lot of gems on this pod. We giving out a lot of shit.
I'm gonna get to it.
Nah, for sure. So, what got you into learning credit? Like, in front, like, what got you? Like, okay, again, like, what got you into it? Like,
I went to jail and I met somebody that was like chilling. You know what I'm saying? My first time going to adult jail. I've been going to jail since 13. So from that whole juvenile time, you go to jail and see different shit. So it's go to jail and everybody rah-rah and everybody trying to be the biggest gangster and shit like that. When you go to adult jail, you start seeing people's actual life. Okay. So going to adult jail and seeing these different type of people, I'm like, damn, the person I met when we was kids, I know they'll probably end up like this. Like, this the energy they gave. This the energy they gave. And I was like, nah. So I seen I had like a roommate, fat white dude, look like Santa Claus. He used to draw all day. So I used to sit in a room and just talk to folks all day long. And he used to just tell me all type of real estate shit and credit. So I'm asking him, like, why you just in here like chilling like that? You know what I'm saying? My first time not having a bond and all this other shit. You gotta go through adult processes and go to court and all this other stuff. So I'm like, how you not in here like scared or like, you know what I'm saying? You're not bothered by this shit. He like, oh yeah, I know everything taken care of. Got this, that, third, bonds $1 million, and you gotta pay $100,000 to get out. I'm like, man. So as soon as I got out, I just started doing my own homework and I started really seeing the power of it. Just researching, like, it's really possible to just go get $100,000 from the bank and then go do whatever you gotta do with it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like half of these rappers, you know what I'm saying? That's how they M's off this shit. You know what I'm saying? M's and M's and M's, money they're not even reporting because you can't. It just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's way more money out here than people comprehend.
Nah, for sure. For sure. So
way more.
Hell yeah. So like he pretty much taught you the game. You like, bro, like he done opened my eyes and it was just
He never taught me nothing. The only thing he taught me is that it was possible.
Okay.
Like he just told me what he like has going on. He told me he got good credit and he owns a bunch of land and owns a bunch of real estate. And just off that, I was like, let me just figure out how to get what he got so I can feel how he feel if this ever happened again. You know what I'm saying? I still was a street nigga all the way up until damn the last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just been applying it to my life and slowly been becoming more and more on the legit side and really just living in that purpose all the way.
Nah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So like the funding, like if somebody's trying to get $100K funding, what would you tell them to do?
Build your personal credit, establish at least $30,000, $40,000 on a personal level, and then personal guarantee shit on a business level, and then just credit stack.
You said credit stack?
Credit stack. So that's when you go through multiple banks, multiple lenders that pull from each credit bureau.
Okay. So let's say I'm trying to credit stack. I need to have what credit score, what type of profile to get the bag?
So have at least a 700.
Okay.
And have at least $30,000-$40,000 on a personal level in funding.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So leverage your way up. Start with secured. Like I said, if you got about $1,500, get a secure loan, secure credit card, run that play. Once you get this unsecured funding, you still run the same shit. So every time you get a loan, you sit on it for 6 weeks and you pay it back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Banks make money off interest. So the longer you pay a loan, which why them terms be 10 years, the more money they're making off interest because you got to pay that every single month.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So how I say do it is go for not unsecured funding. Funding that don't do interest for the first 12 to 18 months and pay those loans back before the interest is due. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So basically what you're doing is getting free money and starving the bank of them actually making money. So once you give me this loan for no interest for the first year and a half, you know You know what I'm saying? I could sit on this loan for 6 weeks, pay it all back. Regardless, that loan has to be reported to my credit that it's paid off. You know what I'm saying? And you still didn't make no money. And then you also see how much money we making every month with my little leveraging plays and stuff like that. So you always gotta double or quadruple how much you gave me last time. You run this every 90 days.
That makes sense. Cause it's like, to your point, like pretty much 12 to 18 months, those are them zero APR credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
I be seeing like, for example, I got one of my students, so I teach like real estate and stuff. Like, I got them the card, bro. Well, I told them like it's possible, bro. They just sat on their hands with that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people like be so scared with the credit. Like, well, from my experience, like take that bag and if you fuck it up in my head, I feel like fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
because you just learned. Like, one of my favorite scriptures is wisdom is more valuable than gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people
That's a
understand
proverb.
that for sure. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
If I, okay, a lot of people want money. I want money. I want to be. Wisdom is more valuable because when you get the wisdom, the money just go come and free flow as a byproduct of the wisdom you have. So, but a lot of people be so scared, like to just. So, how do you get past like? Do you see that with your mentees, like kind of like fear of losing, or you don't really see that a lot?
No, I do. It's in everybody. But I've been broken rich a bunch of times. So the first time is always the hardest. You know what I'm saying? So before I actually got that rich, I wasn't thinking to be that rich in the first place. So when it happened, it was like a culture shock. And then when I lost it, I never been that rich to know what it feel like to lose that much money. So when you first get it and lose it, which everybody got to go through, I don't give a fuck who you is. If you getting rich, you got to get lit and lose it all and then get it back. And then that's when you keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when I first lost it, I didn't even know what the fuck to do. I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get that much money again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't had no choice. Like I said, just being homeless and not having nobody. It's either I'm about to try to do something or I'm just going to be with these niggas outside all day. You feel me? So,
For sure.
just never stop.
And to your point, like everybody got to lose because I done lost it all before. Because I feel like God has to get you prepared for what He already has prepared for you.
Exactly.
So let's say you want 50 M's, and God might have that for you, but it's like you got to go through this, got to go through that, got to go through this because you're not ready for it yet. Like if I give you that right now, you're just gonna lose it.
Yeah, you got to become somebody first.
Facts.
You got to become who is walking in your future life.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I made and blew $250,000 in 2 months. In Houston, Texas in 2022. 2 months, 60 days, $250,000 spent. From 6 figures to $0.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Popping at Lambs and Rolls trucks and then boom, walking to the gas station for a hot dog.
Damn. So how did like
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Was that your first time?
Yeah,
like,
that was my first time.
How did you get past that mentally?
Shit, drugs. Like I said. Drugs and prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like the drugs it just drew it out. But if I started praying sooner, I probably would have stopped dealing with it sooner.
Yeah.
You know, so I really say just prayer. I just didn't start praying until way later. But as soon as I started praying, everything changed fast.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
The amount of knowledge I was able to come to reality after I started praying is what changed everything.
Nah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, did you say you went to Houston before you came to Dallas, or did I mishear you?
No, I done lived in every city in Texas. I stayed in a few different countries in Texas and shit like that. I've been all over the place.
Oh shit!
Like I said, I had 4 houses in 1 year. Like I just be moving.
Nah, that's crazy. That's kind of your personality. Like you kind of like.
Yeah, but I'm just not somebody that's settled. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I build. That's what I be telling people. Like I done been hood rich my entire life as a teenager. So what people is excited about, that shit is beyond normal to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 23, so I'm always elevating. So when I first got back on my feet, like I said, I lost that $250,000. When I first got back on my feet, it took about 10 months. I bought an apartment in Philadelphia. That was my first apartment. You know what I'm saying? Homeless from then until that apartment. Bought that apartment. I stayed in that apartment for 3 weeks. I put up about $170,000, moved back to Texas. So then I came to Austin, bought one house, was in that house for about 5 weeks. Ended up breaking with that girl, met a new girl, bought a new house in San Antonio. We stayed in that house we was in that house for 3 weeks. I had a SS Camaro and a Hellcat Challenger, and the neighbors kept complaining about me cranking my shit up every morning for the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the gym 5 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
So they complain about that shit. I'm getting pulled over every time I leave the crib. I'm getting pulled over at the gas station. You feel me? So I was like, yeah, we just about to move. Moved to Bastrop, Texas, bought a $500,000 house. Stayed out there, ended up breaking with that bitch. Went to go buy another crib on 2 acres in the middle of the country. And yeah, shit just be, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you 23, but done live 10 lives.
Yeah, I know. That's why I be telling people like, damn, you seem so grown, nigga. I've been through hell, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
I recently lost $250,000 last year. Around this time last year. Went to jail. Got arrested with $150,000 on me in the back of a scat pack. Got pulled over running from people in the damn country and shit like that. Somebody ended up breaking into my house. Took 170, a bunch of TVs, all my designer clothes, all my jewelry and shit. Lost everything. Was back home last year.
And then,
I just got back popping my shit in February. Ended up going back to jail in March. Got out in June. Right back popping.
say, nigga, you
Hey,
you
I'm
be
done
doing
going
your
to jail.
shit,
Like,
nigga.
goddamn.
You be out of
Hey,
shit.
but I just be telling people that because people think it's so impossible because of their current situation. Like, majority of the people that look up to the people like me, the people like you know what I'm saying, are people that's going through that shit, that's in and out of jail, that don't got a job, that's getting kicked out by their family, you know what I'm saying, don't got no friends. I just be telling people my story because I went through all of that shit and I still made it happen. So a lot of people be saying I'm a hard coach, but I'm a good coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on my mentees, I'm not the person you come through to for sympathy. Don't tell me no sad story because I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to tell you straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you telling me, I don't give a damn. We got shit to do.
Yeah.
You stick to the regimen. You stick to the plan. Your emotions and shit that lead after the girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why there's never been a female president. They live off emotion. We are men. We supposed to live off what the fuck it is and what it's not. That's why math and science is my favorite subject because that's what it is. Yeah. English and history, y'all could have made that up. English comprehension, I don't care what you thought about the story. This is what I thought Sadly was about to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Math and science, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't.
That's a good point.
So just do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. But nah, you saying facts like in terms of just like you just got to make that shit work because people are going through shit like all the time. And even myself, like shit, on one fix and flip property, I lost over 100 bands off of one deal. Like, and shit, still dealing with some of the repercussions of that property like today. Like, so it's like, it's really you get it, you go through the shit and you win, or you go through the shit and you cry and you lose. Like, it's really just that simple.
Regardless, you're going to go through shit. Because this is how I put it. You know what I'm saying? When I was just a regular person, you know what I'm saying? You trying to say your weekend goal is, okay, cool, I'm trying to get the B&B. We about to get this rental car. We about to go pick up some hoes, and I'm about to go get some cheeks at the end of the night. That's your goal.
Yeah.
So your failure in your situation is if you don't get no hoes because you just spent all this money on this B&B and this rental car and this outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a situation like mine, okay, we just put $500,000 behind this complex in this neighborhood that's supposed to get gentrified. Okay, the main investors of that neighborhood flaked on the deal, so now these houses are not about to get gentrified for the next 5-6 years. So now I just put this expensive ass property in this neighborhood that no one's gonna want to live in. I just took a $500,000 loss. That's my bad day. But in order to take a $500,000 loss, I got to be playing with a few M's. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to take an $800 loss, you got to be playing with about a band or so.
Hell yeah.
So you got to choose your struggles because you're gonna struggle with whatever you're trying to do. You're gonna have hiccups. So I'd rather have hiccups on the way to a few $1 million than have hiccups on the way to the club.
Bro, that's sauce right there.
Shit, it's really common sense, goddamn it.
It is, but it's like people don't understand that. Like, you gonna have problems at Walmart. You gonna have problems in real estate. You gonna have problems in, Whataburger. You have problems doing credit. Like, but what level do you want to play at? Because your wins playing with M's is like when you winning, you get to experience that M type level. But if you losing at Walmart, you only get to feel that Walmart bread. Like, and it's crazy. I say that's gems because I thought about it like that, but I never really thought about it like that. In terms of how you said, like, failure is only really dependent upon your goal.
Exactly.
So it's like
fail. Because failure is not really failure. That's just what the word said to trick you into thinking you lost. You know what I'm saying? Failing is the sign of succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you're failing in something, you're not learning nothing. You got to not know something to know it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying something and you don't know, now you know you're better than what you just was. And if you keep failing, the faster you fail, the faster you learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I made that much money that fast. Like I said, I went from the crack house to 6 figures in 45 days because I was failing so much. Like, I only slept once a week. I'm taking shit to stay up. Like I'm talking about going through all type of shit, weigh 100-some pounds, not eating nothing, just grind. I'm like, I gotta get this money. I can't go backwards. I can't go back to a heroin house and all this other shit. That shit dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just that type of grind, nigga. I'm trying shit every day, failing, over and over every day.
Yeah.
And nigga, one day that shit just took off, and it just didn't stop for a minute. Like I'm making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. I'm spending $4,000 a day. Like nigga, the shit just so ridiculous, and I'm young and also not sober, so I'm not even comprehending what the hell really going on. I'm black trucking. We in a lamb truck. It's 2 black trucks behind us with everything we just bought from the Galleria. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even wearing this shit. I'm talking about, bro, I used to go to, I stayed in 5-star hotels the whole 2 months. That's how I ended up blowing $250,000 though. The hotels and the rental car. Like I said, I still was homeless, never had a house, still didn't have a car at the time and shit like that. So nigga, it's just so much going on. We pulling up to the hotel. They got 8 people that work there pushing these damn carts with all these shopping bags. I'm talking, I got shopping bags of money just sitting out. I'm doing dumb shit. I'm getting followed back to the hotel. People breaking into the hotels and shit. I'm outside at Walmart with 18 chains on and shit. I was just young, dumb shit.
Nah, for sure. Bro, that seemed like a movie type.
It would. It ain't a good movie though. That's the Dope Boy movie. The Dope Boy movie never end good.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
I'm trying to live a white collar movie.
Nah, no bullshit.
Got suit on.
No bullshit though.
For real.
So you said you mentor, you teach your people like how to get their credit together or how to build like a credit business, or what do you teach right now?
I teach. So I basically teach you how to get your credit right and then access funding. And as you learn and as you obtain that funding, you learn what to do with it. Okay. So whatever industry you interested in, I always got about 30% insight on. You know what I'm saying? I got higher insight on certain industries and stuff like that, but I always know a little bit about something.
For sure.
So I can always point you to somebody else. Like when you on a journey, you need to figure out the foundation. I feel like I got the foundation to make anybody rich in the whole world. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing what I'm doing or doing how I'm about to do it. You feel me? Hopefully you stay connected and shit like that so you can see what next year about to bring. But I got some crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing what I'm doing in the way I'm doing it, and I'm the youngest one doing it. You feel me? Everybody else teaching credit and mentors, and these niggas is 35, 40. Nigga, I'm 23 years old. I'm with y'all. I'm in the same, you know what I'm saying? I'm younger than all of my mentees, every last mentee. You know what I'm saying? I'm younger than everybody.
You want to give like a little gem on that, or you keeping that tucked to 26?
On what?
On pretty much like what you got going in terms of like. You can keep it tucked, man. I just want to see if the All In Pod can get that exclusive.
Let me see. This how I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
All right. There's no more shit that we can invent in the world. No more. You know what I'm saying? The first few inventions was fucking electricity and cars and shit like that. Everything else is innovation. And the few things that never go away is entertainment and education. And the thing that keeps growing is let's figure out better ways to spread that education. And what nobody is doing is mixing the internet with that. Like they trying to, but you got to boil it down to back in the day we was watching movies that came out and shit like that. We used to go to Redbox. You got newspapers and VHS tapes and shit like that. Like to captivate somebody's attention for that long is so-called a scarcity nowadays because everybody just want to scroll, watch shit for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what I'm doing is integrating the shit that keeps people in tune for hours and also educating people, which is entertainment and education.
Yeah.
You feel me? So a lot of people that's in my industry doing the credit shit, doing the financial shit, funding, you know what I'm saying? They doing what they doing, but everybody say the same shit. These niggas is lame as hell.
Yeah.
They all lame. They all doing old people shit because they old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been famous. Like you can look up my old name on TikTok and shit. 100-some thousand followers, millions of views, millions of likes and shit on every platform. Instagram, 100-some thousand followers, and keep losing pages and rebuild them. You know what I'm saying? So I got this internet shit on lock. So basically all I'm doing is turning that into an educational platform, and the sky's the limit from there. Nobody doing it like that.
Yeah, that social media bag get different. So if somebody want to build like a social media account and get pop and go viral, what tips would you give them?
The more embarrassed you is, the more likely the shit is to work.
Okay.
Because it's only embarrassing because you wouldn't want to be seen doing it, and because you wouldn't want to be seen doing it, and the majority of people wouldn't want to be seen doing it, they're gonna watch you do it. You know what I'm saying? Shit goes viral because you think, damn, I would never do no shit like that. You see somebody smack the shit out the motherfucker that work at the gas station and just run out. You gonna air that video got 10 million views because you would never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So people like to see shit that they wouldn't do or can't do. That's why certain shit go viral and certain shit don't. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody look up to somebody.
Nah,
People
for
look
sure.
up to rappers and shit. I could never stand on stage in front of 1 million people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You famous because you is doing it. So if you feel nervous, you doing the right thing.
Nah, for sure. So that's kind of like, I'm glad you said that. So let's say entrepreneurship, because like you made the point pretty much. It's kind of like two categories that content go in: entertainment, education. How do you feel like people can merge that, or like entrepreneurs can use like entertainment to help their entrepreneurship? Or you just gotta pick what you go do. Like if you entrepreneur, pick it, or like kind of give me your thoughts on that. That's one thing for me. Like I'm trying to like give the game out, but I see people who rather go see somebody get slept, like you said, at the gas station.
Yeah.
Like, so how do you kind of like captivate? Like,
Okay, that's the only thing I can say on podcast. I can tell you more at the podcast and shit like that.
okay,
Think of a movie and then incorporate it in your day-to-day life. That's it.
okay,
That's all I can say. The shit that they about to see next year is gonna change the game of social media. You heard about the little Cash App scam and shit that went on a few years ago?
well, like
Everybody
Ponzi
getting
scheme,
scammed on Cash App and shit like that.
you're like send this and you'll get this back. Yeah,
Me and 2 other people started that shit before the shit even existed in the whole world.
for real.
The whole world.
That's crazy.
So the shit I got going on now is about to, like I said, about to overtake the next bull run, which is education. We on the 3rd trimester of this little bull run, which is education, and then it's gonna restart again. It's gonna be something new, which is AI. Everybody gonna learn how to run AI, and all, then it's gonna be all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna boil down to education.
Nah,
We always gonna win at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to learn how to do what you're seeing. You're gonna get tired of just watching it.
nah, for sure. Hey man, that's game. That's game.
Yeah.
So like, pretty much we wrapping it up right now. What's one thing pretty much you will give an entrepreneur that's down bad right now, at their last, probably just lost it all? What motivation would you give them just to come back and, get it back, or, make an M? What would you tell them?
If you lost it all, invest it all.
Yeah.
If you already at your lowest, everything you get after that, invest it until you're not there no more, because you already there. So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? If you at your lowest and you're trying to save every dollar you get, you can never save your way to $1 million. You can't save your way to 10,000. You got to invest and make more daily. You got to increase your daily revenue every single day. That's why I be trying to get to through to my girl and shit like that. Like, we not done yet. Like, even though we made $40,000 a month, we not done yet. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it to $100,000 a month. We got to get it to $150,000. So when you first start getting that $200 a week, $400 a week, $500 a week, keep increasing your weeks, and then you can start spending your money. You know what I'm saying? Until you increase your daily revenue to spend whatever you about to go buy today and still make it back times 10, you don't need to go spend no money. You already down bad. You know what I'm saying? When I was homeless and I first started getting a little bit of money, I still knew how to invest and put my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Without getting it and being like, okay, let me hurry up and go do this while I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna change shit. You're gonna go be happy for a little bit and come right back to the same place. So if you about to come back to the same place anyway, you might as well just go invest your money instead of just going to spend it frivolously. You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense. That's some gems. What can people follow you on socials?
TikTok, Mr. Q Carter, YouTube, Mr. Q Carter, and Instagram. We working on Instagram right now.
Bet. Well, let's get it, y'all. That's a episode on the All In Pod. If y'all want part 2 of this, we need 10,000 views and 1,000 likes, and y'all get part 2. But other than that, again, another episode of All In Pod. I'll see y'all on the flip side.